What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. Got a really entertaining replay I want to share with you guys, and this is why in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! 1000% it is always better to be lucky than good. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you don't want to have skill. I'm just saying if you can take luck, it will trump skill every single time because it's just a more powerful phenomenon. Like, I don't know what it is, but when you get lucky in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like you're just an unstoppable force, and this duel is going to demonstrate this, and there will actually be, there's a card that one of these players is going to play and it's going to completely save his bacon. And I was like, what the fuck, I didn't even know this was a real card. It's so bad, why are you even running it? But it doesn't matter because luck luck greater than skill. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll this, and you can clearly see the player at the top. He's playing Metaphor Zodiac. Obviously, it's a competitive deck. I believe he's going to open with Trident and what's it called? Augusto Emerald. Plus, he has a Max C. So, I mean, it's not like this guy is playing some trash deck or something like that. He obviously has a very strong deck. He's able to make Trident turn one. He's able to go for the Augusto Emerald, and he's able to get a copy of Tenki. I believe he's going to Pendulum Summon in addition, and you can see that he has his Metaphor's Fusion. So, I mean, he definitely is getting set up the way that he wants. Now, yeah, he didn't actually use the Metaphor's Fusion this turn, but hey, you know, it can just kind of sit there as a bluff for, like, you know, Twin Twister or something like that. I think more people are probably playing the Cosmic Cyclone, but it's like whatever. So he activates Card of Continents, and then he's going to trade in, I believe, the Ultimate Dragon, or the, excuse me, Alternative Dragon for some more cards. And he summons a copy of Maiden with Eyes of Blue, which ironically is actually pretty decent against Trident, because obviously if your opponent pops it, then you just replace it with a Blue Eyes, so you get a more, like, you get a bigger, more imposing monster. And he's going to bring out the Dragon Spirit of White, which I believe is actually going to banish the full Metaphor's Fusion. Now he's going to chain, he's going to bring out the Myth. He's actually really lucky that his Metaphor's Fusion didn't get banished, because that would be really, really bad. Now the White Spirit Dragon is going to die, and I believe he's going to, yeah, he's going to start popping his own Metaphor's traps, and he's going to go ahead and fuse again. Now he is going to bounce the Maiden, but the problem is, obviously, since she has been targeted, she's just going to trigger, and that's not really that big of a problem because he does have the Trident pop, and he's going to go into Tigress. I believe he's going to search another Whiptail so that he can just have more materials. No, I'm thinking Broadbow, I'm sorry. He changed the materials out, and then he goes for another Trident. He's going to Pendulum Summon here. Now it looks like the game is over, right? You guys are like, okay, Cap G, this was a pretty troll replay. You made me think Blue Eyes were gonna win, but clearly this guy has enough damage with all 5 of these monsters, Fusion, Ixie, and a normal Pendulum monster, to clearly just OTK. Nope. This is again why being good is not as good as being lucky. He activates this card that, truth be told, I had no idea what the fuck this even was. I was like, Wall of Disruption, what is this? It says when an opponent's monster declares an attack, all attack position monsters your opponent controls loses 800 attack for each monster they control. So actually every monster on the board basically goes to like 0 attack. And I thought about it for a second. I was like, okay, that's a pretty neat card. It seems like your opponent would have to have 5 monsters for it really to be good, or, you know, 4 or 5 monsters. But I was like, how is this better than Mirror Force? Like, aren't all the Mirror Force cards just better in every way? Because this card isn't even chainable. But hey, you know what? Being good is not even relevant, guys. Being lucky is much better. So he is going to continue with the battle phase. Doesn't really do any damage, as I believe what happened is I think he killed his own Mithril, and then he summoned the Gold Driver to attack. I don't really think that was, like, I don't really get what that accomplished. All that did was like 900 or 1900 damage. But, you know, and the thing is, okay, I will say this. The stat loss that they get is permanent. So he's going to summon the Alternative Dragon, and what he's doing here is he's actually going to bait out the Trident pop, which, I mean, I think it was a little hasty for him to do it during the main phase. But then, guys, he's actually going to flip over a copy of Dragon's Mirror, and yeah, 3 Blue Eyes removed. He actually ends up summoning the Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, and considering this card can attack like infinite amount of times, well, not infinite amount of times, but 2 times per turn, and all these monsters are 0 attack. That's game. That's 9,000 damage that he's able to do, and you can see that all he had was a 1-for-1, which I don't really know was going to do anything. And it's just incredible because it seems like this guy played well, and he had all the resources and everything that he needed, and he got the good opening, and he got power cards like Maxi and Regeki, and he basically had control over the duel the entire game. And it just didn't even matter because your boy had one trap that actually just, it's such a bad trap, but it actually worked in that situation. And then the very next turn, he's able to bait bait the Dryden and then to summon a 4,500 attacker that can do, you know, that can do 2 attacks, and he's able to actually win the duel. So, you know, guys, luck is not overrated. Skill is a little bit overrated in Yu-Gi-Oh! And yeah, never forget that. Sometimes the better player does not win. Actually, a lot of times in Yu-Gi-Oh! But I'm actually glad because I think it's more interesting when the rogue deck wins. It's like, who wants to see meta decks just win a bunch of whole times? It's boring as shit. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, please let me know in the comment section below or by giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching as always, and subscribe if you have not already.